Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I am Joseph Inghas, the Gangsta Piggy, and I'm coming to you today talking about the new Apple event that just happened out in California. Alright, so the major news of the day is the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, and I know you guys all want to hear about that, but first let's just go over a couple things that were different at the event besides the iPhone, and then we'll jump right into the iPhone. Alright, so first they talked about the new Apple Watch Series 2. It's not going to be called the Apple Watch 2. They're renaming the first Apple Watch to the Apple Watch Series 1, and then this one's going to be called the Series 2. The new things on the Series 2 are GPS tracking, waterproofing, or not waterproofing, but water resistance for swimming. It's water resistant up to 50 meters. And then there's some new bands, some new colors. It's working on a new dual core, which means everything's going to be faster. Also with the Apple Watch, they talked about some new games and some new things that are possible. And the major thing they talked about was how Pokemon Go is going to be coming to the Apple Watch sometime in the next month or so, is what they said. So that'll be really cool. You'll be able to track all your steps. You'll be able to see Pokemon. You'll have to open up your phone to actually catch them. But it'll be nice because you can access Pokestops, you can collect items, and gain things without having to, use up your phone's battery and instead using your Apple Watch's battery. So that was really cool. Another thing that they announced that kind of ties into the iPhone 7 is the new AirPods. What the new AirPods are is they have the same design as the earbuds or Apple's earbuds that they put in the box, but the only difference here is that there's no wires. Everything's built in. There's Siri access, there's a bunch of new features, there's a built-in battery that lasts up to 5 hours on a charge, and then you put it into like this little dock, and that'll be able to charge it for up to 24 hours of use, or for 24 hours total of use, and then once that needs to be charged, you charge it with a lightning cable into the actual dock itself, and then those will charge up, and that's coming out late October for a price of $160. Okay, now that we've talked about the other things, let's get into the real important thing here, the new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, and man, this conference was really impressive. I was looking forward to it, but at the same time I didn't know how it really was going to be and if I was going to want it or not, but after this event, I have to say I'm pretty impressed and they've sold me on it, so let's go over some of the new features. So first off, the new colors. There's a black and then there's a jet black. The jet black is a nice glossy finish. It's going to be a major fingerprint magnet, and then black. Black is the color that is replacing space gray before, and then in addition to those two new colors, you'll have your three existing colors from before: gold, rose gold, and silver. Now the only other difference aesthetically about this phone is that the antenna bends are more refined. They're not all over the place, as you can see from a picture that I'll put right here, you can see that they're a lot more refined and it doesn't look as bad. I mean, it still looks pretty bad because antenna bends, but yeah, they're not as bad as before. There's a new chip inside called the A10 chip, and it's going to be 50% faster than the A8 chip, which was in the original iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, not in the 6S and 6S Plus. But anyways, this is going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really fast. Some other things is, the major thing that everybody's talking about is the headphone jack. It is gone now, and something that, Apple always does is they remove things like on the 12-inch MacBook, and then they make you pay additionally outrageous prices to get the Apple certified adapters. But what they're doing this time is not only are they including earpods with a lightning port on the end instead of an aux port on the end in the box, they're also including an adapter in the box that goes from lightning to aux. And I think that's a really good idea, not making people pay more for a product just because you're deciding to innovate and you want to move on, blah, 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 blah. So that's really cool. Another thing is there's a new home button. The home button is still there, but it's not an actual button anymore. You'll press it and you'll get feedback like you're pressing a button, but it isn't actually going to be pressable. And part of the reason for this is the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is water resistance. Along with the Apple Watch, the new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus are water resistant and dust resistant to an IP67 rating. And what this does is you can take your phone out, and if you get shoved into a pool by one of those lovely siblings of yours, or your friends are messing around and you accidentally drop your phone, or that time that you put your phone in your pocket because you weren't thinking, and then cannonball, and then you need a new phone. Well, now it's going to be okay. You won't have to, get a new phone because of that, and that's really cool. You know, you can use your phone now in the rain and not have to worry about, oh no, my iPhone, blah 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 blah. Wish I would have gotten a Samsung, because now it's built into that. So yeah, another thing is the new dual speakers. The speaker at the top that is used for when you're making phone calls, it is now doubling as an additional speaker on the phone. So now the phone has stereo speakers, and has a speaker on the bottom, and now there are two speaker grills, but I'm pretty sure only one of the speaker grills actually has a speaker in it. And then you have the one that was built in to the top speaker that you used for when you were taking phone calls. So that's really awesome as well. This phone, let's see what else. Oh yeah, so another thing is that 16 gigabytes of storage is gone. Thank God, because using 16 gigs of storage on a phone is just ridiculous these days anyways. So the new storage options are 32 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 256 gigabytes. And these are available on both the 7 and the 7 Plus. But if you want that lovely fingerprint magnet jet black, you can only get that in the 128 and 256 gigabyte variants. So it's going to be a little bit more of a cost, but you know, that's what they want to do with their premium design and premium color that they have been showing off with all of the new product lines. And during the actual conference, this is the phone that they showed off the most. So obviously they're going with this one as the main look. But personally, I think that getting the black one is a better option, because they didn't have to deal with fingerprints, and you know, they didn't improve the screen in the way that it's like more shatter resistant or anything. So everybody's going to be putting on either a D-brand skin or, you know, a case and glass screen protector. So you're gonna have to do something with it anyway. So I don't think the back of it really matters that much. Personally, I would probably be picking up the black model, not the jet black, just because fingerprints, and I don't want to have to carry around a microfiber cloth all the time. But yeah. So they talked about some other things at the event. A big thing that I would like to put in here, because, you know, we are primarily a gaming channel here, is that Super Mario Run was announced. And this is a fun little game that's going to be on iOS only for 2016, and it'll be coming to Android way later, so they wanted to have exclusivity for this game, and Nintendo partnering with Apple. And what it is it's a runner game that's not an endless runner necessarily, but it can be played with one hand, and Mario just runs, and then you just tap things, and then you jump, and blah, blah, blah. And then also in this game, there's like this competitive mode where you try and impress toads going through a level on a time limit, and then if you beat your friends, then you get more toads to add to your kingdom or whatever, and there's going to be something with that as well, so they also announced that. But I have to say that seeing Miyamoto on the stage at an Apple event was just top-notch, and I also wanted to comment saying that this conference overall, it had its low points where things were moving very slow, but I like the fact that the entire time there's just new features and new things that we weren't expecting. You know, there were so many leaks in the past, like months and months and months, about the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. You know, the 7 Plus has dual cameras, and that was leaked a long time ago, and all of these things, but the features that they're building into the phone itself make it what it's more important to me to have more features built into the device than have this dramatic change on the outside of the device. And these cameras are shaping up to be really, really good cameras. So thank you guys for watching this. I will be getting the iPhone 7 at the beginning of October. So look for a review of the iPhone 7 Plus mid-October. This has been Joseph Inghas, the Gangsta Piggy. Leave a like if you like this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment down below if you think you will be picking up either the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 7 Plus. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
People killing, people dying.